Artificial intelligence is changing our world. It is one of the fastest growing fields today. AI is creating new jobs with very good salaries. Many people think getting into AI is too hard. They think you need to be a genius. This is not true. With the right plan, anyone can learn the skills needed to join this exciting industry. This essay will give you a clear roadmap. It will show you the exact steps to take. We will break down the journey into simple, manageable parts. You can start your path to a career in AI today. This guide is for everyone. If you start learning the right skills today, you can build an exciting and high-paying career in AI. Students, professionals looking for a change. The opportunity in AI is bigger than ever before. Companies in every sector are using AI: healthcare, finance, entertainment. They need skilled people to help them build these amazing systems. This demand has created a huge number of job openings. These are not just jobs, they are careers. They allow you to work on some of the most important problems of our time. You can be part of teams building self-driving cars, discovering new medicines, creating better ways for us to communicate. The journey might seem long. Every expert started from the beginning, just like you. This roadmap is designed to guide you from the very first step to landing your first job. Many people I talk to feel a sense of urgency. They see AI developing so quickly and they worry they are being left behind. It is a valid feeling, but it is important to turn that worry into action. Before you can build complex AI models, you must have a strong foundation. This is the most important step. Think of it like building a house. You would never build the walls and roof without first laying a solid groundwork. In AI, this groundwork is made of a few key areas: mathematics, statistics, basic programming logic. These subjects give you the tools to understand how AI really works. Without them, you might be able to use AI tools, but you will not understand the principles behind them. A strong foundation allows you to solve new problems and adapt as the field of AI continues to evolve over time. Let's talk about mathematics first. The two most important areas are linear algebra, calculus. Linear algebra is the study of vectors, matrices, which are the fundamental building blocks for handling data in AI. When an AI model processes an image, a piece of text, it sees it as a large grid of numbers, a matrix. Calculus helps you understand how models learn and improve. The process of training an AI model involves finding the minimum of an error function, a core concept from calculus. You do not need to be a math expert, but understanding these concepts is crucial for your long-term success. Next is statistics. AI and machine learning are, at their heart, a form of applied statistics. You need to understand concepts like probability, distributions, mean, median, variance. Is your data skewed? Are there outliers? Answering these questions is the first step in any AI project. Statistical concepts like hypothesis testing help you determine if your model's performance is meaningful or just a result of random chance. Finally, you need a basic understanding of programming concepts. Before you dive into a specific language, you should be familiar with fundamental ideas like variables, loops, conditional statements, functions. This is about learning how to think like a programmer. It is about breaking down a large problem into smaller, logical steps that a computer can execute. If you are completely new to coding, starting with a course on computational thinking, Introduction to Computer Science can be incredibly helpful. This foundational logic will make learning any programming language, including the one we will discuss next, much easier and faster. Once your foundation is in place, it is time to learn the main programming language of AI, Python. There are other languages used in AI, but Python is by far the most popular. It is known for its simple and clean syntax, which makes it relatively easy for beginners to learn. This ease of use has created a massive supportive developer community, a great resource for learners. The power of Python for AI comes from its ecosystem of libraries. These are pre-written collections of code that simplify complex tasks. For handling and manipulating data, use NumPy. NumPy lets you work with large numeric arrays efficiently. For handling and manipulating data, use Pandas. Pandas gives you data frames, like smart spreadsheets in code, perfect for cleaning and analyzing data. Learning NumPy and Pandas is not optional, they are essential. After that, let's move on to machine learning libraries. Start with scikit-learn. It provides simple, efficient tools for data mining and analysis. With scikit-learn, implement algorithms with just a few lines of code. It lets beginners experiment without low-level detail. Build models for classification, regression, and clustering. Use scikit-learn to learn and build first projects. As you advance, you'll meet deep learning libraries. The two main players, TensorFlow and PyTorch. TensorFlow, Google, robust production and scalable. PyTorch, fair, flexible and research-friendly. Many find PyTorch more intuitive to learn first. You don't need to master both now. Pick one, often PyTorch, and learn it well. That lets you build and train complex neural networks. With your programming skills developing, you can now dive into the core concepts of machine learning. This is where you learn how computers can learn from data without being explicitly programmed for every task. The most common category of machine learning is supervised learning. In supervised learning, you give the model data that is already labeled with the correct answers. The model's job is to learn the relationship between the input data and the output labels. There are two main types of supervised learning problems: classification, regression. Classification is about predicting a category. For example, you could train a model to look at an email and classify it as spam or not spam. You would feed it thousands of emails that you have already labeled. Regression is about predicting a continuous value like a number. For example, you could train a model to predict the price of a house based on its features like its size, number of bedrooms, location. Understanding the difference between these two tasks is fundamental, as it determines the type of model you will choose to build for a given problem. The second major category is unsupervised learning. In this case, you give the model data without any labels. The goal is for the model to find hidden patterns or structures in the data on its own. It is like giving a person a box of mixed up photos and asking them to sort them into groups that make sense. A common unsupervised learning task is clustering, where the algorithm groups similar data points together. For instance, a company might use clustering to find different groups of customers based on their purchasing behavior, which can help them create targeted marketing campaigns without any prior labels. Finally, we have neural networks and deep learning, which are a more advanced part of machine learning. Neural networks are inspired by the structure of the human brain. They are made of interconnected nodes or neurons organized in layers. Theory is important, but nothing replaces hands-on experience. The fastest way to get good at AI is by building things. You must start working on real projects. Do not wait until you feel like you are an expert. You will learn more from building one small project than you will from reading 10 more chapters in a textbook. Projects force you to face real-world challenges, messy data, models that do not work, bugs in your code. Solving these problems is what builds true skill and confidence. For your first project, start simple. The goal is to get a win and build momentum. A great beginner project is building an image recognition model. You can use a well-known dataset like MNIST, which contains images of handwritten digits. Your goal would be to build a model that can correctly identify the number in each image. This project will teach you the full machine learning pipeline: data collection, data cleaning, model training, evaluation, deployment, loading data, preparing it, building a model, training it, evaluating its performance. Using a library like scikit-learn or a deep learning framework like PyTorch makes this very achievable for a beginner. Another excellent beginner project is building a simple recommendation system. For example, you could use a dataset of movie ratings and build a model that recommends movies to a user based on what they have liked in the past. A third project idea is to work with text data by building a simple chatbot or a sentiment analysis tool. You can use powerful pre-trained models like those available from OpenAI or Hugging Face and learn how to adapt them for a specific task. This approach, called transfer learning, is a very important and practical skill in modern AI development. Once you have built a few projects, you need a way to show them to the world. A portfolio is your professional storefront. It is proof that you can do the work. A resume can list skills, but a portfolio demonstrates them. For aspiring AI professionals, a strong portfolio is often more important than a resume or a cover letter. It is the single best tool you have to convince a hiring manager to give you an interview. The most important tool for your portfolio is GitHub. GitHub is a website where developers store and share their code. You should create a GitHub profile and upload all of your projects there. For each project, do not just upload the code. Create a README file that explains the project clearly. What problem did you solve? What data did you use? What were your results? Include visualizations and clear explanations of your process. A well-documented GitHub repository shows that you are not just a coder, but also a good communicator who can explain complex work to others, which is a highly valued skill. Another great way to build your portfolio and practice your skills is to participate in competitions on platforms like Kaggle. Adding a link to your Kaggle profile on your resume shows initiative and a desire to challenge yourself. Finally, consider creating a personal blog or a simple website to act as a central hub for your portfolio. Share your articles on social media platforms like LinkedIn. As you build your skills and portfolio, you will start to see the different career paths available in AI. The field is vast. Specialize where you are most interested. One of the most common roles is the machine learning engineer. They build and deploy machine learning models into production. Strong programmers with software engineering principles. If you enjoy making models work in the real world, consider this path. Another popular role is the data scientist, focused on analysis and insight. They use statistics and ML to analyze data and answer business questions, cleaning data, performing exploratory analysis, communicating findings to non-technical stakeholders. There are also specialized roles. Computer vision engineer focuses on AI that understands images and videos. Self-driving cars, facial recognition, medical image analysis. NLP engineer focuses on AI that understands human language, chatbots, language translation services, sentiment analysis tools. As you work on projects, notice what you enjoy. Let your interests guide your specialization. Finally, commit to lifelong learning. The field of AI is moving at an incredible pace. New models, new techniques, new tools. Landing your first job is the beginning, not the end. Stay curious. Read research papers, follow leaders online, take new courses to learn new skills. Your journey starts today with a single step. It is a path of continuous growth and incredible long-term reward.